So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Neymar. There is the lithe figure of Ed Nielsen.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back, which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got a lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
Politano, and a chance! He's scored! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
Carreras. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Alexander-Arnold. Carreras. Goes down, but nothing given. Casemiro. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, good ball. Oh, he's having a go. Ronaldo! Superb! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Alexander-Arnold. Ball played for Conte. 5 minutes till the break. Politano. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So, a temporary halt to the action. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Costa Curta. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Conte. Alexander-Arnold. Gabriel. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Passes short and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Musiala to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Well, I'm not sure this is one for protecting the lead, Peter. The manager seems to be telling him to keenly press from the front.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Totti really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, wow, that's crazy! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cristiano Ronaldo being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Berbatov. Now it's Politano. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Lovely ball and a real chance, and the shot! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Is number 21, Matteo Politano. Matteo Politano. Matteo Politano. substitutions taking place.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Totti is flagged offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, they could be... Big chance! Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now.
Shoots! Off the post! Edmilson. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substitution.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Manchester United pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Ronaldinho! Nearly, but not quite.
Ronaldinho is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Menu. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Musiala. And here's Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Matheus Cunha touches it back. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Musiala. He's in plenty of space here. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. Musiala. And here's Mbappe. Nice sequence of passes, this. So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. He's found a way through. Carreras has it out wide and in space. Gonzalo Inacio gets it away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, terrible pass. And they can counter here. That looks a good ball through. Berbatov! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in. That's that, the end. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the...
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's managed to get free. He's got away. Now it's Totti. Has to go back here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher. but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it out wide. And it's Bellingham. Conte.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Gerrard. Bellingham. Conte. Eric Garcia. And it's Bellingham. Played out wide. Back where it came from. That's a super give and go. A header! Goal! Manchester United! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And bam! Well taken goal. Ah, it's offside and that'll count for nothing.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Eric Garcia. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Conte. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played.
Added time.
Edmilson. Cafu. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
And an exciting one too.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Mbappe. Costa Curta. And it's Conte. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Conte. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's picked out the run. A hefty... Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Goal! After 62 minutes is number 10, Francesco Totti. Francesco Totti. Francesco Totti.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's destined for the flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pressing high and with purpose. Conte. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, super ball! Oh, that's superb. Ronaldinho tries a shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Berbatov. Oh, he's bustling through here. And he can thump it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Politano.
Oh, great feat, that.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now. Yeah, we guessed that this...
So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United are beaten, and they are... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Tanaka gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, when it comes to anticipation, Peter, this guy reads the game better than most. And it's very important that they've got somebody like him to stop the opposition. He's got an eye for space that might open up too. And I think the manager will be hoping that he can provide what they need at both ends.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now the ball in. In again. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. It's a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. Alexander-Arnold gets in. And a header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. That has been slung wide. Gabriel with the clearance. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Cafu delivers the ball. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Yamal picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Oh, in he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match-up. Goes looking wide. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Turns back here, probably the best option. Gabriel.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van de Ven. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And back to the goalkeeper.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Manchester United can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Manchester United are still that goal to the good. Looking for the run. Great decent chance! Well taken goal. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the...
And he shoots! Caught offside that time. Bellingham wins the duel this time. He's shifting through the gears here. Tanaka. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he's quick to return it. Now it's Yamal, knocks it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
He's had a shot! Oh, cracking effort.
Bellingham certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
That's destined for the flank. Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Plays it in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Tanaka. Bellingham. Tanaka, nicely spread, and he's picked it up out wide. Tomori is there to clear. So 90 minutes have come and gone, it's going to be extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. And Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes! And how did he not put that away?
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now it's Berbatov. Just eases him off the ball. Tanaka could move up a gear here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Carreras just loves to go forward whenever he can. Gerrard, and here's Berbatov, and Berbatov! And that is an energetic end to the first period of extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 2, Van de Ven.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything, it's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Shapes to shoot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Berbatov! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And the shot! Now, he's been... has another go! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Manchester United. Bellingham.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United are beaten, and they are... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game down a little too much, but I've never seen it that way.
And this is Berbatov. He's found a way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused.
It's Gerrard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. That's destined for the flank. That's where it came from. Now it's Tanaka. And here's Musiala. Musiala! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Musiala certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. That's really good defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Conte. 15 minutes till half-time. And Tanaka. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. The ball goes, and the shot! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Carreras getting forward. And he's had it nicked away. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. This is a promising build-up. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can...
And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Edmilson. Politano chasing after it. Good effort from distance. Keeper is right behind it.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Can he get it through? Oh, he's played it in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's on it, can he get away? Politano! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Manchester United. Musiala.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Could be danger here. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Manchester United still ahead by the game's only goal. Menu. And it's Menu. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. I think we're just about done here. For Conte. Bruno Fernandes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Provided by the local police.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents.
Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's going to go a long way. And it's Gerrard. Strokes it back. Oh, good spread. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Yamal. Tanaka. Now Costa Curta. Simons. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's nice. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Politano. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Yamal. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And the counter is on. Gerrard. Van der Ven gets across and deals with it. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. What a throw in. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he's in on goal, he's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Ronaldinho goes short. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, good glide! Goal! One perfect ball, one perfect header.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Peruzzi deals with that nice and simple.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Yamal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read. Carreras.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And the finish! And no mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bruno Fernandes, looking tidy in possession here.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And he can clear it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. Looking to play him in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Edmilson, nicely spread. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitutions taking place.
Tomori, Edmilson, Cafu.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. And that gets things running. Now it's Politano. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And it's Edmilson.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Conte. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Tries to get it clear. But he's only too happy to take that back. Shot could be on. Bruno Fernandes. Tomori getting this one clear. Totti. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal. And it's Tanaka for Conte. Well-timed, excellent interception. Edmilson played out towards the right wing. Xavi Simons has it in a wide position. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Edmilson. Totti. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And here's Berbatov, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Xavi Simons. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely. Berbatov! Oh, that's... has another go! Threads one in. Look, and the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And that has been cleared. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
He's on it, can he get away? Great vision. Now it's Yamal. And that has been cut short. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Edmilson. And he's managed to get rid. Cafu, spread neatly. He is through here. Conte. Xavi Simons. Bruno Fernandes. And Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Simons. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So nothing to report so far on the goals front.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have...
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution on the field. Number 21,
Matteo Politano.
coming on to replace him is number 20,
Florian Thauvin. Substitution in progress.
And here's Thauvin. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Totti. It's a good run down the right. And he's picked it up out wide. Berbatov crosses. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. The message is clear, none shall pass. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution.
Edmilson. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Gerrard running with intent. Ronaldinho receives it in a wide position, and he's managed to get free, lofted in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's had it nicked away.
Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Edmilson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they've got it again. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Manchester United are down to 10 men. So it's down to business here. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Tanaka. Now who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Spread it left. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tanaka. Berbatov. He's found a chance! They've scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Delivered across. Tries to get it clear. Totti. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Berbatov. Politano. He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cristiano Ronaldo.
This is the time you need that pace.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's good vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
This is a promising build-up. Gerrard. And it's Ronaldinho. Good take. Shoots! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's got things underway. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Politano. Now it's Berbatov. And it's been played through. Oh, he's all... Chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tanaka. Conte. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tanaka. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Costa Curta. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Conte. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he was alert to it. Can he get it through? Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. And this is Berbatov. And that's gone loose. No, he's not getting... It's Totti! And a neat finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. There's the whistle. And it's Totti. Aimed beyond the defence. Totti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, good purposeful running this. Alexander-Arnold. And Tanaka. Conte. Lacroix. Edmilson. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's put paid to the danger. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes. Alexander-Arnold. Tanaka. That is Conte. Costa Curta. Well read, nice interception. Edmilson. Politano looking to receive it in space. He's had it taken off him. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That has ended up in no man's land. And that has been... Oh, he's been caught napping! Very nicely done. He has found the way through. Conte. Tanaka. Ball played for Conte. Tanaka. Berbatov. Totti. Played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bruno Fernandes. And Gabriel. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that has not gone well. And Gabriel. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's a promising position. And it's Tanaka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tanaka cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot... Berbatov! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Ronaldinho. Stood up well to him there. Van der Ven. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Knocks it into space. Gerrard. Oh, they can break here. Spread out to the left. He's got away. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's a dangerous ball. That's an imaginative pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Politano. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's Simons. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. And here's Xavi Simons.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's there to belt it away. Bruno Fernandes.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Costa Curta getting this one clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted in. Cleared without hesitation. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. 90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Carreras providing an outlet on that flank. Van de Ven is there and he can get that clear. And Berbatov! Incredible! Just incredible! Well, would you believe that? Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. You felt it was coming, 1-0. And they win it back again. Carreras. Nice bit of trickery. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Mbappe.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So that was it, the first period of extra time. Finally, after all this time, the first telling moment. 15 minutes separate it from being the winning moment. So hostilities have already resumed. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give?
Manchester United really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Oh, good-looking ball. Manchester United very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution in progress.
He leaps for it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lacroix cuts out the pass. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United. Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right, and he was able to do...
It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lacroix attempts a clearance. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position.
That's good defensive concentration.
Totti. Now it's Politano. And this is Berbatov. Ronaldinho. It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Yamal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. Lacroix gets across and deals with it. Knocks it into space. Now it's Gerrard. Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the... Takes a shot! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And a chance! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. So off we go then. Carreras charging forward down that flank. Cross needs to be good. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Conte and Neymar. Edmilson. Totti. Carreras. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Costa Curta. And here's the chance to counter. Tanaka. And Jamal. And that was asking for too much. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And it's hoisted clear. Can he get on the end of this? Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Cafu tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide, and it's played in here, and he's there to get it away. Kante is there, and he can get that clear. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. Now it's Berbatov.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tanaka did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's having a pop! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Shapes to shoot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tanaka. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Carreras kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Good effort from distance. Cafu. Edmilson. Oh, they can break here. Cafu. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Costa Curta receives it in. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Ronaldinho. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Conte. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Politano, and this is Totti. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Berbatov. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. That has been cut short. And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitution.
And this is Ronaldo. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Manchester United go in search of a late winner. Bruno Fernandes. Goes for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And it's Tanaka. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Bruno Fernandes. And the finish! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Totti. Now it's Berbatov. Over to the right flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Has a look up and delivers. And that should get the job done. In with the challenge. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So, no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
Substitutions taking place.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Oh, shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Berbatov. Now it's Ronaldinho! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ronaldinho with the short one. And he's there to clear it. And here's Berbatov.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Carreras. Politano. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Cafu. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. So just 15 minutes still to come. Halfway through extra time and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here?
Substitution in progress.
And we're off for the final time. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Goes for the header! And that has been cleared. Politano. Berbatov.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the... He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Simons. Simons! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well,
and that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Well, energy levels and stamina were great during extra time, and the emphasis was very much on trying to win it.
For our World Charity Fund.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. So this one to set the tone. And he has done his bit.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Neymar is the next to run the gauntlet. That's a brilliant read.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
This to double their advantage. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
So on to the second man. Big character, big moment, big save. This to put them 2 up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Mbappe is third in line.
The keeper was never going to stop that.
And he duly obliges. So the 4th man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Cunha is the 4th man to step forward for them. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
And that will do it! So that is it, the end of the road. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and